Hello, my name is Neni, and today is day 7 of my half a day series for Bipolar. I am trying to be quiet because it's almost 3:30 in the morning and my partner is fast asleep, as are my neighbors. So, I don't really have much to say other than I have been doing okay regarding my mental health. Lately, I have been triggered by a familial relationship, and I don't know if it'll get any better by next year. But my hope is that by the time 2026 comes, we'll rekindle our closeness. But we'll see. I am not filming with music in the background today. I just want to do this with my voice and my face. And let's see. There is a filter. Oh god, that's bright. There we go. One day I'll upgrade to a better phone with a better camera, but for now, this is it. I chose a filter called Cozy, and I guess it's pretty cozy with my sunflowers in the background and my Hello Kitty merch up top. Speaking of Hello Kitty, one of my brother's girlfriend's daughter gifted me 3 Hello Kitty plushies. So here is an avocado plushie. She's so cute. She's keeping me company. Here's another one. It's supposed to be a pineapple. And then the last one, I believe, is an apple. She's so cute. And she's so red. But for now, they are going to be the ones keeping me company as I blog this morning. I can't sleep because I have a final for my sound design class that I've been taking this semester, and I did not study for it at all. I might pull an all-nighter and look at the study guide before finally getting some sleep. I did take my medication, but I took it a little late, and I think I need to be more consistent with it next year, because there was a point in time last month where I was off my meds for like almost, I think it was over a week. And the thing with bipolar, I mean, there are some people I know that have this condition that are not using medication, and I don't know everything that goes on with their life, but they seem to fare okay. Whereas with myself, I need to wash my hair. But whereas with me, like, if I go without my meds for like more than 3 days, I notice a shift in my moods, and I have bipolar 1, so I have issues with mania. And so the reason why I knew being off my meds was problematic was because I became very manic for a while, and I think on Thanksgiving I was without my medication, and it had been like day 4 or 5 without it. And Thanksgiving started off really great in the morning, and I was very emotional at times. But through the mania, I felt like I was on cloud 9. I felt like I was riding this high, and it felt great. But then by the time the sun was going down and it was dark outside, there was no sunshine, I felt like the mania was coming down, and I started feeling a little depressed. I have issues with depression too, so sometimes it's tricky trying to medicate my brain. Like, God bless my psychiatrist for being patient with me, but I'm gonna pause the vlog really quick so I can get something to drink, but I will be right back. I took a sip of water from my water bottle. So I like I said, I struggle with depression, and I have bipolar 1, and I have really bad anxiety, and when you have bipolar, you can't take antidepressants because then you're in danger of being too manic. And so I've been taking the cheap version of Abilify, and when I'm consistent with it and keeping up with it and taking it at a reasonable hour, I am pretty leveled in my moods. But the holidays have always just been really hard because I lost my grandma 15 years ago, and I didn't realize until her anniversary this year that it had been that long since she passed away. And my maternal grandma is the one that passed away. My paternal grandma passed away when I was still a baby, so I didn't really get to know her that well, but I feel like I kind of know her when my dad talks about her, and she sounds like she was a really strong woman, and she did her best to take care of my dad and his 13 siblings. But with my maternal grandma, I remember her visiting us when I was in elementary school, and then the summer I turned 16. I can't remember if she had revealed to the family she had cancer, or if she had already lost her hair and we already kind of knew. But she died on November 10th, 15 years ago. And so the holiday season is always really hard for me because I feel her presence, but I would love to just talk to her and hear her voice responding back. And she's the only person in my family that I've actually seen pass away in front of me, so I'm always in constant fear of who would be next, or I don't think you can ever prepare for anything like that, and I was very unprepared for her to pass away. And so the older I get, the more scared I become, because my parents are no longer young. They're in their 60s, but they have health issues, and my siblings are not getting any younger, and my baby brother just turned 30 in October, so it's just a sign that everyone is just getting old and time is going by fast, and I feel like I'm running out of it. So the fact that I have a familial issue with someone in my family really, really troubles me. I don't have the heart to tell them that yet, but everyone in my close circle is saying you need to pull them to the side and talk to them and tell them how you feel, how you really feel, and I can't do that to them because I never want to hurt anyone. I have hurt people in my past before, and it still bothers me to this day what I did to them. But like, it's just really hard around this time of year when I see grandparents coming into the bookstore I work at with their grandchildren and they're shopping for presents. And I just feel like, man, they must be so lucky. And I don't know if they are even aware of how lucky they are to have their grandma with them, walking around, maybe healthy, I don't know, but anyway, I should probably get some sleep. I'm just really tired, like physically and mentally, and I'm just barely getting back on the medication because I ran out of money and I didn't have the funds to pay for my new prescription because I was so manic and I spent money I didn't have. I didn't go as far as like buying a new car or going to the casino and blowing money, but I did purchase alcohol and other things I probably didn't need at Walmart, and that really like depleted my bank account. And then my general manager at work spotted me $50 for gas and my meds, so I'm very grateful to her, and I'm gonna get her something for Christmas. But anyway, I don't know why I'm vlogging this right now, but I don't know why I'm vlogging again at all, but I just feel like we don't really talk or have conversations every day about mental health to this day. Like, I still feel deeply stigmatized for being diagnosed with this condition, and I'm grateful that I'm here today. I'm grateful that I have resources available to me. It's just, I don't know, I feel like I just care too much sometimes, and that's a strength, but it's also a weakness of mine, I've noticed. And my partner has been trying to get me to be more carefree, and it's easier said than done sometimes. I have to hold one of these to like feel grounded again. But I don't know, if you are in a position and you don't have the means to get proper help, there are always phone numbers you can call when you are in a crisis. If you are alone living with this condition and you don't have a therapist or you don't have scripts to pick up, there are phone numbers you can call. I'm also grateful for the family and friends and partner that I have. in my life. And I don't know what it's gonna take for me to wake up and finally feel carefree and just live life the way I would like to. I'm 31 now, and I am picking up on my triggers better than I did when I got diagnosed the first time, and I am more aware of when it's bad or when it's starting to get bad. But yeah, I could be doing better, honestly, but I could also be doing much worse. So instead of being safe at home, I could be in a behavioral health clinic all over again. When I was in high school at 18. But I don't know, this has just been a lot, and I'm just tired. I'm really tired. And it's harder when I'm with family. It's the hardest when I'm with family, because I realized after some thinking and like, they're my greatest joy, but they're also my biggest trigger. And I can't fault them for that. I don't blame them for that. It's just, excuse me, I have a big family. I'm part of a family of 10, and that's including my parents. And God, do they make me feel huge emotions sometimes. Sometimes they don't mean to do that. And it's just, I grew up in a family where we kind of just fixed everybody else's problems, but never our own. Some members in the family are working to be better at that, and some are even drawing boundaries, like healthy boundaries that are necessary. I don't know if I'll be able to do that myself. Maybe a New Year's resolution for 2026 that would be great for everything going on in my life would be to draw boundaries. This year was just rough. So much happened. I broke up with my partner over the summer because of a flirtation I had, which was stupid. It never went anywhere. Like, I've never physically cheated on my partner, but I have emotionally, which I think is so much worse. But I'm doing the work to make it better now, and I hope his family, and especially he, sees it, or at least feels it. And these nails I put on, they're press-on nails from Walmart, and I bought them to match my dress for my partner's little sister's wedding in Sedona, which was really fun, but a lot. Weddings are a lot, and I have another wedding to go to in March, so that's that. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't mean to do this to make anyone feel uncomfortable. I mean to do this to make people feel normal, or at least feel less crazy. Just comfort, basically. Like, I've thought about not becoming a therapist or anything, but just kind of looking more into the psychology of being bipolar. I checked out a book from my school's library. Can't remember what it's called, but I can't wait to read it. I also found out you can check out like 20 books at a time at my school, which is wild to me that a library would let you walk out with 20 books at one time. You don't even have to pay for them, you just have to bring them back, which is crazy. I mean, I can't finish 20 books at one time. I do read more than 5 at a time, which is probably why I never finish any books, but I don't know, I love books. Speaking of books, it's probably gonna be backwards, but it's basically called Cuisine on Screen, and it's a cookbook with Japanese recipes, and Japanese food is my favorite cuisine. The subtitle is 60 Famous Japanese Recipes from 30 Cult Movies. So basically, all the things I love in one: food, film, and a book. So it was basically a Christmas gift to me. I almost didn't buy this book from work because it's retailing at $35, and that's before my 40% discount. But I almost got it for my brother, but my coworker talked me into getting it for myself, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I will get it for me. But it's so beautiful. Like, the chapters are basics: fritters and dumplings, soups, stews, and noodles, fish and seafood, meat and eggs, rice and vegetables, desserts and teas, and then the appendices. So I think it all sounds delicious. But to get an idea of what this book has to offer is, of course, I open up to this movie. It's a Ghibli movie. Whisper of the Heart is right here. So they talk about the film for a little bit, like what it's about, who directed it, the year it came out. And then the one right after, of course, is My Neighbor Totoro. I love Totoro. My favorite Ghibli film is the most depressing one, which is Grave of the Fireflies. But let's see. So a beautiful picture of the goal, and then it's really hard to get this in focus, but let's see. I'm really bad with cameras, so kind of gotta learn how to work with them if I want to be a filmmaker. But basically it says like the name of the dish right there in big letters. It's miso soup with komatsuna. Komatsuna, commonly known as Japanese mustard spinach, is a mild-flavored plant with thick leaves and stems. This was featured in My Neighbor Totoro. And then it has the steps and the ingredients. And then a little fun fact about the komatsuna. And then the serving size, the prep time, and the official cooking time. And this takes like 8 minutes to make. And I love miso soup. But I don't know where I can get komatsuna. I probably have to go to the Asian market for that. But I have never seen these two movies, but just an example of that. It's not just Ghibli movies that are featured in here. Like there's like older films from like the 80s, like Tampopo. Haven't seen it, but now because of this book I will. And then Ikiru from 1952. And Japanese films have always been some of my favorite films to watch, especially like their horror movies, because Japan's fucking wild and they don't shy away from blowing your mind. And scaring the living shit out of you. Bento. But yeah, I'm hungry just looking at this shit. Oh, I did see this anime. Weathering with You. The pictures are beautiful. But yeah, I just love this book, and I'm so excited to try and cook some of these. I want to bring it to my aunt who's Japanese, and see if she would be down to like cook these with me, especially the desserts, because I love sweets. So, but what I like about Japanese sweets in particular is they're not overpowering. Like their sweetness isn't overpowering. So Spirited Away, of course, is in here. Let me see if I can find Grave of the Fireflies. Okay, so I totally lied, or I totally forgot, but Grave of the Fireflies is not mentioned in this book, so my bad. But you know where it is mentioned or featured is this sticker. Can't really focus in on her, but there you go. Let's go. Oh, I love that film with all my heart. Like, it was the first not the first animated film that I watched, but it was one of the first few like animes I watched, and I was deeply affected by it as a child, as will everybody be. But I rewatched it again in my 20s, and I was affected by it, but in a different way, because I was emotionally changed since I was a child. I related more to Setsuko when I was little, when I was her age. But then when I got older and saw the war and the relationship between Setsuko and her older brother, I always forget the brother's name, but I started realizing like how hard it must have been to be in her brother's shoes. And I don't know, it's just, and she's also so cute. She's like one of the cuter little girls you see, like one of the cutest little girls you'll see in film. If you want to see cuteness, tune into the film, but it's tragic, so prepare yourself if you've never seen it. But it's so funny because I saw I think it was a YouTube video or an Instagram reel talking about how Studio Ghibli released Grave of the Fireflies with My Neighbor Totoro, and they released it together at one point, which is wild to me because they're totally different. But Isa Takahata is the director of Grave of the Fireflies, and we all know Hayao Miyazaki for My Neighbor Totoro, and I believe they like founded the company Ghibli together. Ghibli. I've always wanted to see Japan and learn Japanese. Probably butchering everything I'm saying, but I don't know, I just love it. I just love their culture. But yeah, it's 4:00, so I should probably study and or go to sleep. But I am getting hungry. I'm getting the munchies again, so I might make something to eat. But anyway, yeah, I don't know if I'll vlog again. I don't know if this is gonna be the last one, but I just wanted the world to see really what it's like to be living with something like this. It's a challenge every day. especially since I deal with anxiety and depression at the same time. But I work through it as best I can. I communicate with my therapist. I do my best to take my medication. But I'm only human, so it's comforting to tell myself that, because I always strive for perfection with everything I do, and sometimes I gotta let it go. A la Elsa. So, maybe I'll see y'all in another vlog, or in a cover of a song on the guitar, or one of my own songs. The main goal when I started this YouTube channel in high school was to direct my own music videos for my songs. I still need a better camera, but I'm hoping that, like, after film school is over next fall for me, maybe I'll do my bachelor's with Scottsdale, we'll see. But I'm hoping that, like, once I'm done with film school, I'll be more knowledgeable with the camera and be better at editing and not be so shy to create and share things, because as an artist you're supposed to share things and you're supposed to be able to handle criticism, and I feel like I handle criticism very well. It's just, it's always so scary being vulnerable, which is what I'm doing right now. But anyway, thank you for joining in this vlog tonight, and the kitties and I are here for you if no one else is willing to be. It's just I have I don't know what I'm trying to say, but there are resources out there if you are just able to find them, whether it be a support group, the hotlines, therapy, or finding a psychiatrist you trust, and managing your work and personal life. The work-life balance has always been a struggle for me since I was 19, because I've been working in retail since I was 19, so I don't think I've ever had a consistent schedule, except for that a few months ago I was always opening at the bookstore, and that was really hard because I'm not a morning person. Like, I'm a late night, early morning person, but like as far as like waking up at like 7 or 8, that ain't me. The only time I ever wake up at that time, or those hours, is either I've been up all night or I couldn't stay asleep. But yes, I will end it here. Thank you for listening to me babble. Thank you for tuning in. And if y'all ever need anything or anyone, I can be that person. Also, I don't know if y'all noticed, my text is backwards, but this is from a subscription box called Bookish, and it's the Hobbit meals. I got it in like an extra large because I love really big hoodies because they feel like blankets.